Okay, so what you have to do on the form in order to make it so it's readable by School Loop is have the last name, excuse me, first name, and school ID. So this is going to be their 9-digit school ID. So the school ID is important because if you don't collect email addresses, it will pick up the school ID. You can do it either way, and I'll show you both ways. I like to just put it in as a feature on forms. I also put date of birth just as an added thing that I can go back to later. Just so it never hurts to put too much information in. Okay, so I came up with 3 questions. One, the sky is, sharks live in, and baseball has, just a little mock quiz so I can collect some data. Okay, so once your answers start coming in on your form, they'll come up under responses. So we want to click on that. Now, the only way that you can get your responses to come out in this fashion is to make sure that you set your form as a quiz. Okay, so you can see how each of my respondents, and I have 3 of them, how they responded here. Okay, but what you have to do is make it a quiz. So you come up here to the gear and settings. Okay, and you click on over here on quizzes. Okay, and you toggle this. It'll come toggled off, so you need to make it a quiz. So you toggle it on, and then you have a few features down here that you can select, and this will make it a quiz. Okay, so then you save it, and then what you do is you go back to your questions, and once it's saved as a quiz, when you click on each question, okay, it'll come up with an answer key, and what you have to do with that answer key is click on it, make sure you choose the right answer, and then put how many points the question is worth. Okay, and you have to do that with each one. So come down here to sharks live in. Okay, click on answer key, and then make sure that water is selected as the correct answer, and then how many points it's worth. And then the last thing that you need to do is make sure that each one of these questions is required. Okay, so there's a toggle down here at the bottom of each question. Make sure that that says required. And then once all those criteria are met, okay, so starting off with making sure you have all the fields that School Loop can pick up, including school ID, coming over here to the gear and making sure that you click on quizzes and then make it a quiz. Okay, and then making sure that each question has a point value, the correct answer, and then making sure also that each question is required. Once you do have all those steps, then what you can do is you can go ahead and export this to a sheet and then School Loop. Okay, this is how we do that. You click on responses, then there's this little green plus sign over here, and what we want to do is we want to click on that, and this is going to get us to a sheet view. So we click on the green plus sign, and here's our sheet. And I have all of my values here, the time that it was put in, first and last name of the student, their score, school ID, date of birth, so on and so forth, and also the question and the individual answer each student gave. The one major change that we need to make to this is School Loop will not accept this value as a score. We have to have a whole number, and that's really easy to do. All we do is click on the column. We come up here to Format. We scroll down to Number, and then we click on Number. Okay, I'll do that one more time. We highlight the column. We come up to Format. We go down to Number. We scroll down to Number here, and then once we push that, we will get a whole number in the score value. And it's only then can we export this to CSV and then drag it into School Loop. So the next step is click on File. You scroll down to Download As. What we want to do is we want to download this as a comma separated values or a CSV document. And I'll do that one more time. File, Download As, CSV. Okay, once we do that, if you are in Chrome, which is the easiest browser to do this in, once you click it, it will appear down here at the bottom as a downloaded CSV file. From that point, it gets really easy. You open up your school loop. Here is my school loop. Okay, and the view that we want, okay, here's all my assignments in school loop. You'll notice that there's a couple of views. Here's the view with all of your assignments. What you have to do is click on the individual assignment, click on it, isolate the assignment. You can see it says assignment score sheet, forms import. Okay, and then it's really simple. All you do is you come down here to your form that you CSV that you just downloaded, and you just drag it straight in. Okay, you verify that here in the grade column that that the actual grades exist in there. That should really be the only one that is highlighted. You can see how all the rest are just a line, and this one says grade. It'll automatically identify the grade. And so our last step is to import. Okay, and we can see that the 3 students who responded to this now have grades. Once that's done, it's as simple as clicking save, and then you're done. Okay, so that's how to export grades from forms and then import them into School Loop. Once you get the hang of it, it only takes a couple of minutes. Let me go ahead and go back to the form and show you the last feature I said I was going to mention at the beginning, and that is how to collect email addresses. That's another way that you can do it if you want a little bit more information. So you come up here to the gear, and it's as easy as clicking this box that says collect email addresses, and it will automatically collect the email address of students in the format of their student ID at student.longbeachschools.net. Okay, if you have any questions, you can contact me or the EdTech team at the district, and that's it. Have a great day.